So I saw a couple stories online recently that got me circling back to the topic of husbands leaving their wives when they are diagnosed with a serious illness. And the synopsis is for these men, when they say the vows, till sickness and in health, what they're really saying is in their own sickness and in their own health. Not yours, boo. So the first is a video of this woman where she talks about how sometimes the husband leaving isn't the worst thing that can happen. And she kind of dives into what that looks like. And the second story is a Reddit where a woman's husband ate her entire month of special diet meal prep after she had a surgery. And he didn't tell her, and he wouldn't buy or make her more. So this first woman has MS herself. But what's striking is that she comes from a large family where many of the women, her mother, four of her aunts, and now the women of her generation are also being diagnosed with MS. Even her grandmother suffered from a chronic illness, Parkinson's disease. She's witnessed a recurring pattern. Their husbands leave them either physically or through neglect. She said that the men in her family tend to stay for a short while after the diagnosis, often to play the hero when everyone's watching, soaking up praise for being brave. However, once the real, unglamorous work of caregiving begins, they check out. They either leave the marriage, stirring up conflict and resentment so they can feel justified in it, or they stay but neglect their wives to the point of harm. In one case, her devoutly Catholic grandfather didn't divorce her grandmother after she was diagnosed with Parkinson's, but he allowed her to starve through sheer neglect. A month after she passed, he proposed to someone else. Her other aunts haven't fared much better. One died from MS after her husband refused to help her in any way, leaving her to live in unsanitary conditions while he did nothing around the house. She said that once they lived in a neat home, and after her aunt couldn't do any of the housework, the husband basically let the home become a hoarder home. And after her aunt died, the husband erased every trace of her and disappeared. Another aunt is currently hospitalized, needing a walker to get around, but her husband still leaves her alone for weeks at a time to go on vacations without arranging help or care. Stories like this are not just family tragedies. They point to a broader systemic issue, which points to the next story, which is on Reddit. So this woman posts asking if she's overreacting because she's considering divorcing her husband because she's on a special diet due to health issues, and he ate all the meals she prepped for herself and the family while she's recovering from surgery. She says, I just had surgery on my stomach and intestines almost 2 weeks ago. Because of the surgery, I have to adhere to a very strict diet until I'm fully healed. If I stray from the diet, it could cause severe complications and lead to death. So for the first 2 weeks after surgery, I can only eat or drink a full liquid diet. The most solid thing I can eat is pudding. I can't even have soup with any chunks of meat or vegetables in it, even if they're soft. There's not a lot of variety to choose from, and I'm not having a good time at all. Plus, I'm still having pain from the procedure and some nausea, and I've had to go in for IV fluids and iron twice now. Prior to surgery, I meal prepped for myself and for the family so I wouldn't have to worry about it after. I made meals for myself for every stage of the diet and with specific macro/ingredients to meet my needs and comply with my other health problems. For example, I have celiac disease, so everything has to be gluten-free. I also follow a low sugar/carb diet, so everything had to comply with that as well. I also made meals for him and our son, meals specifically requested by him. I stocked up on snacks like they asked for. We also have a fairly strict budget right now, so I made everything from scratch to save money. About a fourth of everything I made is in the freezer attached to our fridge for convenience sake. The rest is in the deep freeze in the garage. So most of the meals in the house freezer are gone, so I went out to the garage to restock. All of the meals I'd made for myself are gone. Just completely emptied out. I'm really upset because I have no energy right now to make more. Living off of liquids and having anemia will do that to a person. My diet is hopefully progressing to soft solids tomorrow, so I was really excited to be able to eat some of the food I'd made. I asked him about it and he blamed it on our son first, which I know is BS because the kid hates all of my special food with a passion, lol. There's no way he'd be sneaking my food. So I questioned my husband again. He admitted to it, said he'd been taking my meals to work as his lunch because he was, in quotes, too tired to make his own lunch before work. He has always made his own lunch up until now. He also said he was bored with the lunches he makes, and my food provided variety. I am exhausted. This recovery period is kicking my ass. Before surgery, I ran a mile every day. Now I barely have enough energy to walk up the stairs. I'm not supposed to lift more than 10 pounds, and I'm not supposed to do anything more strenuous than walking. Even taking a shower is tiring right now. The anemia, dehydration, and lack of proper nutrition is making it worse. So when he admitted to taking my food, I just started crying. He hasn't been much help after my surgery. My son, 11 years old, has been doing all of the heavy lifting for me and helping me with chores and cooking. When I started crying, he got disgusted and told me I was overreacting and being a baby. He refuses to make me new meals, and he refuses to help me make new meals. He says it's been almost 2 weeks and I should be able to do stuff on my own. At this point, I'm seriously considering divorce. I mean, my son and I are already doing everything on our own already. And I know my kid won't eat my diet food. Am I overreacting? Then she says, also, I just found out he's raided my non-perishable food stores in the pantry. It was mostly sugar-free Jell-O and pudding, stuff I can eat on the liquid diet. Pretty much everything is gone except for some sugar-free orange Jell-O. And that's the end. So I was enraged for this woman the entire time that I was reading this, because not only did this guy carelessly eat her food, it seemed like he was intentionally trying to make her suffer by not even getting her more. She just had surgery and needs care, and he's purposefully making her life difficult. What's worse is that the 11-year-old son is doing way more than the husband. And not only that, but she already prepped the meals knowing that her husband wasn't going to do shit and that she couldn't depend on him while she was down. I think that this is grounds for divorce immediately. I think that this guy is a completely selfish person and doesn't care about anybody but himself. And also, I think that she needs to think about this long term, or if she gets sicker, he's not going to help at all. And she could wind up in the same situation as the first lady easily if she can't take care of herself. So, as many pointed out in the thread, she's not overreacting, but underreacting, if anything. Also, the fact that he tried to initially blame the son, garbage. Someone on the thread said, this is wildly malicious. There's a lot going on here, but let's think. You made a liquid, gluten-free, sugar-free food, obviously for surgical recovery, and he took it to lunch. He suddenly got a massive craving for sugar-free puddings and soups. That is not what a fully functional, healthy person chooses to eat when given a choice. Do you really think he decided to eat your restrictive lunches for 2 weeks because he was too tired to make a sandwich? Do you really think he found them to be full of variety? If you were miserable on this diet, why would he subscribe to it voluntarily? He took the food to punish you for being sick. This is absolutely divorce territory. At best, it was incompetence. At worst, it was malicious. Either way, his responses to your understandable, exhausting cry is all you need to know. He has no remorse and he will not care for you. And when you don't care for him, he will punish you. You should leave for your own health and safety. And I agree. And then another user pointed out something that really shook me at how malicious the husband was actually being in this instance. This person says, I think it's very possible he just threw them out and didn't eat them. He probably ate something else he bought or made. I also think he was taking multiple meals per day. If I understand correctly, in 2 weeks, she has eaten a quarter of what she prepared, presumably 3 meals per day worth. And he has eaten 3 times that? I bet he was smirking every morning when he stole 3 servings of her special diet sick food. So these are all great points that I didn't even think of when I was reading this thread. I also think that she wants to get this man away from her son so that he doesn't grow up to be just like him. After these stories and my previous video about the rise of gray divorce, I'm wondering if this correlates with more men looking for hospice care wives. And I'm grateful that more women are choosing themselves through gray divorce instead of sticking it out with horrible people like this. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more.